Now, here are 5 steps to get jacked after 40. Now, before we continue, my background is that I was a British #1 bodybuilder. I was British champion, one of the only men to have made it to the Open Miss Olympia back in the day in the 2007. When I finished bodybuilding as well, I had my own gym where I used to prep bodybuilders for competitions, and I used to help people generally build muscle and lose body fat. So I'm talking with a bit of experience and having been in the fitness industry for over 45 years. The first thing I would say, obviously, if you want to build muscle, it's train consistently. That's the first thing. You got to go down to the gym. You don't build muscle just by sitting down. You got to go to the gym. You got to tear the muscle tissue. They're called micro tears. They form across the muscle, and the body has to repair it and then improve on it. That's how we build muscle. People always ask me, Eddie, what kind of workout should I do? And now there's social media, especially YouTube, is saturated with different workouts. Just find a workout that works for you, but most importantly, make sure that your intensity is on point. Hey, if you're serious about losing fat and building muscle, join my community, Abu Crew. You get access to live coaching from me, in-depth video modules, and more. Thousands have joined and transformed their lives. Click the link in the description and join today. I'll see you inside. Now back to the video. The second thing is eat adequate protein, eat animal protein. And forget about all these supplements, all these processed protein like whey protein, protein bars, leave them out. We need animal protein, that's the best one. When you eat the animal protein, your body converts that into amino acids, and then it's used to build the muscle for you. So make sure that you eat protein. The best protein on the market for building muscle are eggs. And then after that, you got the red meats and the chickens and the meats and the fish. But eggs are really good for it. Remember, we want animal protein, 3 meals a day, and the 3 high protein meals a day. I'll talk about it later on in the video when we talk about exactly what you need to eat. The third thing is that you need healthy fats. In the fitness industry, we've been told that you're going to have lots of carbs, but I'm telling you that you can actually build muscle using both fatty acids and carbohydrates. When you teach your body how to use fatty acids, it means you're fat adapted. Like I'm fat adapted. I eat 1 or 2 meals a day, and I'm able to hold on to this amount of muscle. And nothing else in my life has changed apart from my diet. I eat 1 meal a day. Sometimes I'll eat 2, but recently I've just been eating 1, and I feel really good. I've got a constant amount of energy because a gram of fat has 9 calories, a gram of carbs got 4 calories, more than twice the amount. And when you eat the way I'm going to suggest you eat, you find that your energy level is steady throughout the day. You don't have any insulin spikes. You don't feel tired. When you eat like this, you find that you don't have any joint pain. You don't have any tiredness. There will be no inflammation because a lot of the high carbohydrate foods that we eat, most of them are high on the glycemic index and they cause inflammation. When I was a bodybuilder, I used to put maltodextrin in my drinks sometimes because they were marketed as complex carbs. And I was wondering why I was always shaking. I was getting like hypoglycemic attack from drinking that drink. And I used to just blend the chicken. Sometimes I put maltodextrin in, sometimes I put oats in it. And every time I drank it, I would get jittery or I'd get tired. I didn't realize why. That's because it was too much carbs in it. Basically, we're swapping all your carbohydrates with healthy fats. There are many people who've tried this and it worked wonders for them. You can't build muscle using fatty acids. You don't have to always eat these high carbohydrate foods. You're the one who's going to suffer. The fourth thing you need to do is only eat carbs before training. And when I say carbs, I mean healthy carbs. We talk about a sweet potato, even a normal potato we do. You can have some wild rice like we used to eat back in the day. Those are the ones that I suggest. You know, you can even have gluten-free jumbo or steel cut oats. They're better. That's what we did at the beginning of my bodybuilding career. 3 to 4 meals a day. It worked wonders. When you become fat adapted, fat adaptation means you've actually taught your body to access both fats and carbohydrates because most of us, we're not metabolically flexible. Our bodies are used to getting its energy from predominantly carbohydrates. And when that happens, you find that you're constantly craving more food, constantly tired. You may have joint pain, you're used to getting energy from carbohydrates. But I'm telling you that can get your energy from fatty acids as well. Like when I train now, I feel so good. I don't have any joint pain. My knees don't hurt like they used to. And I'm in my 60s. I'm telling you that you can change that and feel good. You become fat adapted. Everybody's different. Some people can jump straight onto this meal plan and feel great. Other people will need about 2 or 3 weeks of not eating the carbs at all to teach their bodies to become fat adapted. Ideally, it takes between 4 to 12 weeks to become fully fat adapted, but I've seen people achieve it quicker. When I did this, my body responded very quickly. After about a week or so of changing my energy source from carbohydrates to fats, straight away, I was able to function properly. Now I've got so much energy constantly. And the fourth thing, I said carbohydrates before and after training. Please make sure it's whole foods. All carbohydrates are glucose molecules put together differently. My carbohydrate sources when I was bodybuilding were mainly oats and white rice. I had constant joint pain, had all these things, even insomnia. They all came along with it. And I think it's because of the high carbohydrate food. So you're only having carbs before training. Some people say to me, Eddie, I don't actually feel like having the carbs. And I feel good. I'm training still hard. I say, don't stop. Keep that going. The last thing I'm going to say to help you get jacked after 40 is rest. Now, we underestimate the importance of rest. I know people who go down the gym, they're training every single day, they go home, they don't sleep. When you're resting, that's when the repair occurs. Your body starts repairing itself when you rest. So you go down the gym, you tear the muscle, you provide the body with the right nutrients, and then your body will use the amino acids to build the muscle for you. But the muscle is built when you're resting. So remember that, it's very, very important. If you eat like this, you will not have any need to take steroids and get all crazy protocols that are not good for you. So I know there are so many people in my community. Some will just send me messages randomly on social media saying, Eddie, because of your advice, I've managed to build muscle, come off steroids, and I'm actually feeling great. And you can do the same thing too. Remember, we're eating between 3 and 4 meals a day if you really want to build a lot of muscle. You can build muscle with less, but let's start you up with the four meals a day like I used to do back in the day. So the first meal, you're going to eat something like eggs and avocado or eggs and cheese. And remember, we're trying to minimize the amount of sugar that's going into your body. You see, every time you put the sugar in there, your body will respond to it. Let's keep foods that are going to keep your insulin level down and the blood sugar levels down. So the first meal, it doesn't matter what time you have it, eggs, whole eggs. Remember, eat the yolk. That's the important part. Whole eggs and avocado, or whole eggs and cheese. And then the second meal is about 250 grams of cooked weight. I'm only giving you figures because people want figures all the time, even though it doesn't matter. And 250 grams of either chicken, red meat, and whatever. Make sure you eat the chicken with the skin on. You're buying red meat, buy red meat that's got the fat with it. Because remember, we're trying to use fat, which is lipids, to teach your body how to access this adipose tissue to help you build muscle. So the fat, make sure there's enough fat on the meat. And then with that, you can have another avocado, you can have some olives, you can have some nuts, you can have some cheese, you can even have butter with it. I used to fry my chicken with butter and I eat the whole butter. And then you can have some vegetables if you want. Meal 3, it's either the same as meal 2 or same as meal 1. And then meal 4 is also the same as meal 1, 2, or 3. When you do that, and then you rest, you find that your body will build muscle a lot faster. If you've reached the end of this video, it means you're serious about your health and fitness. If you didn't know, I've got a private community where I do live coaching, in-depth video modules, and other resources. Click the link in the description to check it out and join thousands of others who've benefited. See you there.